have 50 days to make a horror game. If I fail, I can say goodbye to my goofy game dev career. And on the very first day, something unexpected happened. I started this project by just using the same character controller I use in all my projects. And I had to stop because the scene is exactly like my head, completely empty. But if I can't think of anything, well, someone can, right? Hey ChatGPT, I need a quick idea for a quick horror game.
How about subscribe to NMNJ?
That's great, but I need a game idea. And I ended up with my friend who doesn't want to show himself. This game will use mechanics I deleted from my game. You can reach it on Steam, Clear B. If you watch this video, then you know that my first project ever was supposed to be like Granny. But now it's completely different. So let's just make something quick and similar to Granny now. I started with the scariest part. Programming. On the first day we didn't have much, just character movement and... well, that's it. Just like in Granny, I wanted to have some sort of starting room. But this room will be safe room. Instead of having one exit, you'll have 3 different ones. And you'll see why is that important later. First we have doors, but these doors are locked. So you have to grab something big and hard in order to break the handle. If you come across locked doors, don't try to force your way in, but grab the rock and throw it. But that will make a sound.
NMNJ, why is that important?
Wait! Exit 2 is this one where you have to throw all the trash away and crawl inside. Simple as that. And the third one, let's just wait for that one. If you're watching this video on any sort of screen that's turned on, you'll probably see that this room is pretty lifeless. Bland, no color. To make it look better, I went to... not Unity Asset Store, but Fab. Fab is just Unreal Engine Asset Store.
But how can you use Unreal Engine assets in Unity?
I can with this. And I got this on Unity. And now we have a pretty nice starting room. You haven't even told them the story. You, the player, are a plumber. And you just got a call for a quick job. On the way you talk to the guy that hired you.
Right, I'll tell you what, you fat little...
And on the way there, your navigation switches the houses and you end up in the wrong house. Very creative. I'm stopping here for now. By the way, we are still on day 1. And the part I really wasn't expecting is that my friend started to cook hard. This is the plan. For the enemy, I will use this hot fella, since I kind of ghosted him in the OG version of Clear B wishlist. And since I don't really want a doctor character, I removed all the doctor things because I'm the only... In Granny, you have 5 playable days. Each time she gets you, you have 1 last try. But here I'll have a whole week. Normal and bad days. And the game will randomly pick the day you're starting on. Why are the days special? Because on so-called normal days, you will have just 1 threat to worry about, but on each bad day you will have a unique threat to worry about. I think that's a banger. So let's start coding. And last thing on day 1, I just went to a dungeon generator to create me a quick layout for the map. I started adding some post-processing that I didn't like later. And I'm pretty sure this is why the lamp is important in horror games. Mechanics that are important for the first room are grab and drop. I can grab the rock, check. I can throw it, check. I can open the door. Well, a few lines of code can fix that. On day 2 we planned around the story and mechanics, and on day 3 I implemented 2 really important mechanics that are going to be used frequently. Such as hiding inside the lockers or lights, and not the classic on and off. But on here, off here. Switch, off here, on here. Genius. And tomorrow morning you won't believe what I did. I went outside. And not for some short time, but I went on 10 days vacation and I couldn't really work on those days, obviously. And that was back in July.
July? Now it's November, that's way longer than 50 days.
I count days I only work on the game, not 50 calendar days. I wanted to work on vacation, but people were telling me to touch some grass, I think they call it, I don't know. And when I came back, I continued. I worked on the map a bit and on some new mechanics. And one of the mechanics is falling over. How will that work? If you're running too close to the edge of anything, there's a possibility you might fall. And this is going to be really annoying when you are getting chased.
But NMNJ, why do I need to run? Who is chasing me?
I am getting there. And finally we have 1 bonus mechanic that will be used somewhere else. Look at this map. It would only make sense if in here there would be some broken glass, nails and anything sharp. And if you don't look, you might end up stepping on something and bleeding, which will get him towards you.
But who is the distinguished gentleman that's going after me?
Him! He is chasing you. This guy is able to hear you make a sound, running, breathing, see your blood. Want me to continue? You can stop your breathing by pressing space, but that will consume some of your stamina. And this guy is using a nav mesh to walk around the map. So when he hears you drop something, he will go straight to it. I spent a few days working on this guy and he's able to open the doors now. Haha. And on the week system I already explained. I didn't mention this. You'll have between 1 and 3 playable days. 1 if the bad threat gets you on the bad day, and you'll be able to respawn and continue if this guy gets you for 2 more times. Some break from the coding will be nice, so I went to make a main menu, some nice cinematic things for the game, logo, working on a trailer, basically promo material. I didn't want to have 1 inventory slot since the map is huge, so you can pick up 3 objects at a time and you can switch between them. Yeah, great animation. I also started working on a random spawn for the items you will have to find throughout the map, such as crowbar, batteries, mask. You'll see that in the second part, hopefully. I basically have the entire map done and the backstory is almost finished. I'm pretty sure something is missing here. One thing that makes horror actual horror are music, sound effects, atmosphere. If you don't believe me. And I also had to record my own voice for this guy, since he does need to speak at least a little bit.
Subscribe.
I officially finished the entire map, and yes, this is by far the worst process for me. And I finally finished the third exit. You have this huge thing here, and since you cannot really grab or drop that, you need to push or pull that away. And since I'm experienced, it worked the first try. It worked the first try. And why do we have 3 exits again? Well, whichever one you use first, it will be locked for the future. In the next video, I'll cover the second part of this challenge, and you will actually be able to play the game yourself.
NMNJ, why are you working on so many projects at a time? Why not finish one and continue?
Nobody asked for your opinion.